Hi guys, welcome to today's practice. So today's practice is called Shapeshifter, where we'll explore similar shapes within the body in order to create foundations, neural pathways, awareness, strength, flexibility, and stamina. We will play with stages 1, 2, and 3 of Koundinyasana 2 and Bird of Paradise. So refining details as we just let go of the ego so we can enjoy the journey safely with curiosity, playfulness, confidence, and joy. So before we start, if you would like to set yourself up with a couple of blocks, if you don't have blocks, that's absolutely fine. You can do the practice without, but if you do have blocks, just get 2 and place them at the front of the mat. And then we'll need a yoga strap, so a nice long yoga strap so that we can come into our first stretch to stretch out the legs. Otherwise, a belt, a pair of leggings, or anything else will work. And for this first pose, I'll give you a variation if you don't have a strap. So you can come down onto your backs. Before you do that, just climb through your strap and place the strap to the back of the shoulder blade, so just a little bit above the rib cage, and then roll yourself down, placing the balls of the feet into your strap and then tightening it. If you don't have a strap, you can just lie on your back with your legs in the air or even up a wall. And then just taking the arms out to the sides, palms face up, closing the eyes, making sure the back of the neck is long, tucking the chin into the chest and placing it back down. Then making sure the strap is tight enough so that you've got that stretch in the back line, but that you're not overstretching and we're not feeling any pain. And then just as you close the eyes, finding your breath and just allowing the body to settle before we start the practice. If you're working without a strap, you can just bend the knees very slightly and just allow the legs to dangle in the air. And just finding your Ujjayi breath, so lovely long deep breaths in through the nose. Deep breaths out through the nose, placing the tongue at the top of the palate, just finding a wave-like breath or a slight constriction with breath. And this is the breath that will guide you through today's practice. Maybe after a couple of breaths, you might want to tighten your strap and just go a little bit deeper into this stretch. And we'll take 3 more full rounds of Ujjayi breath here, just to settle into the shoulders, allow the body to become present. And after your third breath, opening up the eyes, looking towards the feet. Take your hands to both sides of the strap and just bend your knees towards your chest and move the strap away from the heels, and then place both feet into the mat. You can lift up your bottom and just slide the strap away. So just taking the strap in one long line and placing it in front of the ankles, holding onto either side and placing the feet back down. Relax your shoulders. Make sure that the knees are pressing inwards as we rise into bridge pose. So taking a nice strong bridge pose, maybe adjusting the shoulders and just staying here for 3. Keep breathing. For 2. And 1. And then rolling your spine all the way back down. Just move your strap out to the side to start with. Maybe lift up the bottom and just lengthen your spine down the mat. We'll cross our left leg over our right thigh, opening into a figure of 4. So left knee comes to the side. We're flaring the left toes towards the left knee. Arms out to the sides, palms face up. Relax your shoulders. And then lifting that right foot off the ground. So drawing that left thigh towards your face. And then maybe stamping the right foot onto the ceiling. So almost flexing that foot and straightening out the leg without using your arms. Upper body is completely relaxed. And then placing that right foot all the way back down, left hand, left toes as you draw the left knee towards your left armpit, drawing that knee all the way down like a bow and arrow. Keep relaxing through the shoulders and opening up into that inner left groin. And then we'll straighten out that left leg up towards the ceiling as we take our strap again and place the strap to the ball of the left foot. Holding on to either side, straightening the right leg down to the front of the mat, flexing the foot, pushing the knee down and firming into the right thigh. We're drawing a straight left leg towards the face. And then just bend the knee back off a little bit. And again, drawing that left thigh towards the face. Try and keep that leg straight. Create full flexion with that left foot. And then take both parts of your strap with your left hand nice and tight towards that left foot. We'll take the right arm out to the side, palm face up. Or you can take the right hand to the right hip to keep the hip on the ground, but relax your right shoulder and slowly take that left leg out to the side. So just placing that left elbow onto the ground. Find a little bit of a foundation here in the body as you kind of give yourself a little wiggle, and then open up into that left inner groin. And just stay here for a full breath in and a full breath out. And then inhale, come all the way back towards the center. Bending the left knee, take the right hand to the outside of the left knee as you supine twist over to your right. Left arm can stay where it is, but turning the palm to face up and just looking over your left shoulder. Stay here for a full breath in and a full breath out. And then inhale, come all the way back towards the center, squeezing the left knee into the chest, and then placing the left foot back down, and we cross right leg over the left thigh, opening the right knee to the side, flaring the toes towards the knee, arms out to the sides, palms face up, left foot rises, drawing that right thigh towards the face, and then stamping the left foot onto the ceiling as we straighten it out. Try and relax through the shoulder blades, try and relax through the jaw. And then bending that top leg, placing the foot back down, right hand, right toes as you draw the right knee towards your right armpit, drawing it all the way down, almost placing that right foot so it's parallel to the ceiling. And then we release it, straighten that right leg to the ceiling as we take our strap in one long line and place it to the ball of that right foot. As we do this, straighten the left leg. This is your anchor, flexing into that left foot and drawing that right thigh towards your face, bending the knee, backing off just a little. And again, drawing that right thigh towards the face, straight and strong. Start to curl the right toes towards the face, so full flexion. And then take both parts of your strap with your right hand, nice and tight. Left hand either down to the left hip or out to the side as we open that right thigh, right leg out to the side. And then just placing the right elbow onto the ground and just staying here for a full breath in and a full breath out. And then coming all the way back up, moving the strap out of the way, bending the right knee as you take left hand to the outside of the right knee. And then supine twist over to the left. Right arm comes out to the side, palm face up. Look over your right shoulder and just stay here for a full breath in. And a lovely deep sigh out. And then inhale, come all the way back towards the center. Squeeze right knee into the chest, left knee into the chest. And then take both legs up towards the ceiling. Now flare into your feet. We're going to do a quite deep core work here. So pushing down, belly button down towards the spine. So we've got that core engagement, almost zipping up now the frontal hip bones as well. And doing a little bit of a pelvic tilt. Option 1 will be to bend the knees and take the feet down towards the ground and then coming back, knees to chest. Option 2 will be with straight legs. So we're going to hook the left thumb over the right, spread the fingers, take the top of the hands onto the back of the mat, and then again reground that imprint of the spine into the mat. So it looks a little bit like this. We're going to come down, hover the legs, and then lift up and lift the bottom. This can be done with straight or bent legs, so listen to your body, listen to your lower back, and we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bend the knees, draw them into the chest. Just give yourself a nice tight squeeze. And then we'll do it again. So just listening to the lower back. Maybe you want to bend the knees now, or maybe you're happy with straight legs. Right thumb crosses over the left. Spread the fingers, take the tops of the hands to the mat, engage through the tummy. Let's go for 10. Keep breathing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees, draw them into the chest, and just rock side to side. Good. We're going to take the hands behind the knees and thighs. Start to rock yourself up and down. If this doesn't feel good for the back, you can come up in any other way, but we're going to gain a little bit of momentum and make your way into a roly-poly and then into a forward fold. And bowing the forehead towards the shins, and then finding your squat. So heels in, toes out, Malasana squat as we come down. Pelvis forward, fingertips touch, lengthen through the crown of the head. Stay for 3. Keep breathing for 2. And 1, take the hands down to the mat. So we're going to spread our fingers nice and wide. Take the hands onto the ground, heels of the hands quite close towards the feet. And then lifting into the bottom, your left leg steps all the way back. Take the left knee all the way down, untuck the back toes. And then take the left forearm onto the ground. So elbow stacks down, spread the palm. We take our right arm up to the ceiling and then sweep the right arm underneath the left, curling into the body. And again, taking that right arm all the way up. And exhale, come down and curl. One more time, breathing in, reach it all the way up. And then turn the palm to face behind you. Press the palm down towards the back foot. And bend the back knee, drawing the heel towards the bottom. So flexing into that foot, maybe grabbing hold of the back foot. Maybe bringing that right foot forward just a little and looking over your right shoulder. Stay for 3. Keep breathing. For 2. And 1, release. Right hand comes down. Left hand comes down. Lift yourself all the way up and back into your squat. Pelvis forward, fingertips touch. Hands come down. Lift the bottom. Right leg steps all the way back. Back knee comes down. Untuck the back toes. Right forearm down. Left arm reaches up. And take the left arm under the right and reach it all the way up. And then take it all the way under. And breathe in, reach all the way up. One more time. Left arm comes under. And reach it all the way up, and then turn the palm to face behind you. Press down towards the back foot. Flex the back foot and draw the heel towards the bottom. And then maybe grabbing hold of that back foot, rolling that left shoulder open. Stay for 3. For 2. And 1, release. Left hand comes all the way down, lifting yourself all the way back up now, stepping back into your squat. Pelvis forward, fingertips touch. Good. Coming into your crow, you'll take your blocks now. We're going to use blocks today. So hands on your blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can just place your hands onto the ground. So making sure they're equal distance apart. And then we'll come into our crow by lifting the bottom, drawing the feet inwards, fan the feet to the sides, almost touching the heels together, bending the elbows, squeezing them in, and then placing the knees to where the triceps are. And try not to dump the neck. Lift the gaze forward, and then maybe just lifting 1 foot at a time for today, or maybe taking both feet up, and then squeezing heels to bottoms, pushing down through your blocks, engaging through your tummy. Stay for 3. For 2. And 1. Come back to your squat, and then we make our way into our downward dog, hopping, stepping, or jumping into downward facing dog. Beautiful. And then taking our vinyasa, we'll rise up onto the toes, fan yourself forward. Option 1, floating hanging cobra. Squeeze the inner thighs together as we lower ourselves and lift almost like in a hanging cobra here by squeezing the inner thighs together but lifting through our shoulders. And then exhaling back into downward facing dog. Option 2, chaturanga, as we rise to the balls of the feet. Fan yourself through. Lower yourself down halfway. Try not to dump the neck. Squeeze those inner thighs together and then slide to the tops of the feet. As you pull your heart through, lifting the gaze, and then rise all the way back up, downward facing dog. Good, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Left knee comes to the left elbow as you slowly rock forward. Try and float forward, flex the left foot and step it to the outside of the left block. And then bow and kiss the forehead down to the ground. Push yourself all the way back up. 3-legged dog as that left leg rises, lift it up, up, up. Ground through the right heel. Push into both hands. Squeeze the left knee into the chest. As you rock forward, slow, slow, slow. Flex the left foot. Float that left foot through. As we rise, high lunge, taking the arms up. And then bending that back knee, rounding the tailbone forward, almost zipping up those frontal hip bones, and finding that reach up through the fingertips, squeezing the right bottom for 3. Keep breathing. For 2. And 1, take those arms up, back, round, hands down, left knee comes into the chest, take it back, plank pose, and work through your vinyasa, taking your hanging cobra or your chaturanga, and then exhaling back into your downward facing dog. Good, right knee, right elbow, as you rock forward, take it slow, 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 and then float the right foot to the outside of the right block. Bow and kiss your forehead all the way down to the ground and push yourself back up. 3-legged dog, right leg rises, lift it up, up, up. Ground through the left heel, push into both hands. Right knee comes into the chest. As you rock forward, flex the right foot, float it through, back heel stays up. High lunge as you rise. Bend the back knee, round the tailbone forward, reach up through the fingertips. And stay for 3. For 2. And one, arms back and round, hands down, right knee into the chest, step back, plank, and move through your vinyasa. Take it slow, take it steady. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Good, and again, left knee, left elbow as you rock forward, step left foot to the outside of the left block. Bow and kiss your forehead to the ground, push yourself back up, three-legged dog, left leg rises. Ground the right heel, bend the left knee, squeeze heel to bottom and start to open the left knee now so you're looking underneath that left armpit. Exhale, left knee comes into the chest, rock forward and float that left foot through, high lunge. As you rise, lift up, back leg stay straight this time as we find warrior two. Ground the back heel, toes face the right, split the arms, strong gaze to the front, making sure we can see our big left toe. Take a deep breath for 3, for 2, and 1. Left hand down, right hand down, roll the right hip forward, left knee comes into the chest as you step back, plank pose, and come down, chaturanga or floating hanging cobra as you rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, right knee, right elbow, slowly rock it forward, stepping the right foot to the outside of the right block. Bow and kiss your forehead to the ground and then push yourself back up. Right leg rises, lift up, 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 ground through the left heel, bend the right knee, squeeze heel to bottom and look underneath your armpits. As we exhale, right knee comes into the chest, take it slow, slow, slow. As you rock forward, right foot steps through, back heel stays up. High lunge as you rise. Squeeze into the left bottom and then find your warrior two, grounding the back heel, toes face the left, split your arms for 3, for 2, and 1. Right hand down, left hand down. Roll that left hip forward as the right knee comes into the chest. Step it back, plank pose. Chaturanga or floating cobra as we rise. Good, exhale, downward facing dog. Let's keep building. Stay for a full breath in and a deep breath out. Left knee, left elbow as we rock forward. Stepping the left foot to the outside of the left block. Bow and kiss the forehead down and then push yourself back up. This time, take the left block to the outside of the left foot. Draw that left foot in, come down low first. And then we take our hands onto the blocks as we push down and push into the shoulder blades. We're coming up onto those left toes. Maybe that left leg lifts to the front left corner of the mat. And then using the core to lift that left leg up, three-legged dog. Ground through the right heel. Bend that left knee, squeeze heel to bottom, open up the hip, and look underneath your left armpit. Figure of 4 as you cross the left leg over the right thigh, open the knee to the side, flare the toes, rise to the ball of the right foot, and bend the right knee, push the torso back towards your thigh. And then lift your chin, lift your gaze, bounce the left foot through, high lunge, slow motion as the arms rise. Warrior 2 as you ground the back foot, toes face the left, split your arms. Left forearm just above that left knee, right arm up and over, full stretch as you look under your armpit, look up, and then finding our bind. Right hand can come down to your strap, or you can take your hand behind your back. So crossing the back of that right hand to where your left bottom is. Rolling that right shoulder open. Left hand comes underneath the left hip or thigh, holding onto your strap nice and tight, and then opening up your chest towards the right. So looking up. Stay for 3. Try and draw the hand down towards the bottom. For 2. And 1. Release slowly. Take the right hand back down. Take the left hand back down. Roll the right hip forward as the left knee comes into the chest. Take it back, plank pose, and work your way through your flow. Nice and slow. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Good, right knee, right elbow. As you rock forward, stepping the right foot to the outside of the right palm. Bow and kiss your forehead down to the ground. Push yourself back up. Right block to the outside of that right foot. Draw the right foot in slightly. Push down through the arms. Rise up onto the right toes. And then maybe that right leg lifts to the front right corner of the mat. And then using your core to lift that right leg up, up, up. Ground through the left heel. Bend the right knee. Squeeze heel to bottom and look underneath the right armpit. Figure of 4 as we cross the right leg over the left thigh, opening the knee to the side, flaring the toes, rise to the ball of the left foot, bend the left knee and push the torso back towards the thigh. Lifting your chin, bouncing that right foot through, high lunge, back heel stays up as we rise. Warrior two, as we ground the back heel, toes face the left, split the arms, strong gaze over that right arm. Right forearm just above the right knee, left arm up and over, full stretch. Maybe grabbing your strap now in the left hand or taking the left hand behind your back. Right arm comes underneath the right thigh, engaging through your strap or interlocking fingers or hands, moving those hands down to the buttocks and then opening the chest, so drawing the head back so you're almost in line with your shoulders. Stay for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. Left hand down, right knee comes into the chest as you step back. Take your chaturanga or your floating hanging cobra and exhale. Let's take a lovely deep breath in and a deep breath out. Left knee, left elbow, let's keep moving. Last round. Stepping to the outside of that left block, bow and kiss your forehead to the ground. Push yourself all the way back up. Left block to the outside of that left foot, pushing down through the hands, rounding into the shoulder blades, rising up onto the left toes. Now taking that left leg off the mat to the front left corner of the mat, bend the right elbow towards the inside of that right hip, and then maybe that right leg lifts. Stay for 3, for 2, and 1. Right foot comes down, left leg rises, adjust your blocks, take it up, up, up. And then open up that left hip by bending the knee, squeeze the heel to bottom and look underneath that left armpit. Good. A figure of 4, crossing the left leg over the right thigh, open the knee, rise to the ball of the right foot and bend the right knee, tummy towards the thighs. Option to stay or ground the back heel to face the left, toes to the right. Right arm sweeps all the way up and over your head, reaching the fingertips to the front of the room. Stay for 3, for 2, and 1. Right hand comes down, bouncing left foot forward, back heel stays up. High lunge as you rise. Warrior 2 as you exhale, sink low. Good. Left forearm above the left knee, right arm up and over, full stretch, look under your armpit. Good. Taking your bind, maybe using your strap, or taking the right hand behind, left arm under the left thigh as you interlock your fingers or use your strap, opening up through the chest. Good, and then looking down towards your left foot, hop your back foot closer, ground the right foot, come up onto the left toes. Option to stay, or we're going to rise up slowly, stage 2, into your balance, opening up that left shoulder, opening up the right shoulder, finding one point of focus, and maybe then straightening out the left leg, flexing the foot or pointing the foot. For 3, for 2, and 1. Coming down the same way, pointing the left toes, placing them onto the mat, grounding the left foot, stepping the right leg all the way back, roll your head over your shoulder, and then release. Right hand to right block, roll the right hip forward, left arm sweeps up to the sky. Stepping the left foot on top of the right side plank as you find that left. Option to stay, or taking your fingers, wrapping them around your big left toe and straightening out your legs. Vasisthasana for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. One-legged chaturanga if that's where you're going. Come down, chaturanga hold, and then slide the left foot down, right foot, and open up through the chest. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Right knee, right elbow as you rock forward. Take it slow, slow, slow. Step the right foot to the outside of the right palm. Bow and kiss the forehead all the way down to the ground and then push yourself all the way back up. Right block to the outside of the right foot. Draw the right foot in and tuck your shoulder under that right knee. And then push down through your blocks, rise up onto the right toes. And draw that right leg to the front right corner of the mat. Bend the elbows, lift the left leg off the ground for 3, for 2, and 1. Left foot grounds, use the core, right leg rises, lift it up, up, up. And then bending the right knee, squeeze heel to bottom and look underneath the right armpit. Good. Figure of 4 as you cross the right leg over the left thigh, rise up onto the ball of the left foot, bend the left knee and push the torso back towards the thighs. Option to stay, or you can ground the back heel to the right, toes to the left. Left arm reaches all the way up and over, drawing the fingertips to the front of the room. Stay for 3, for 2, And 1, left hand comes down, rolling yourself back to center, bouncing the right foot through, back heel stays up, slow motion, high lunge as you rise. Warrior 2, as you exhale, come low, split the arms. Right forearm just above the right knee, left arm up and over, look underneath your left armpit. And then finding your bind with your strap or your hand, so left hand behind or strap, right arm underneath the right thigh, interlocking the fingers or your strap and drawing the hands down to your bottom, and then leaning back, looking over your left shoulder, and then looking down towards the ground, hopping your left foot forward and rising to the tippy toes of that right foot. This is option 1, stay. Option 2, rise all the way up, finding your balance, opening up the shoulders, opening up the hip, and maybe this is where you stay. Option 3, straightening out that top leg, pointing or flexing and trying to open up that hip a little more. Stay for 3, for 2, and 1. Pointing those top toes, placing them onto the mat, regrounding through the right foot, stepping the left leg back, and then rolling your head over your left shoulder. As we release, the left hand comes down to the block, lifting the back heel, right arm comes up towards the ceiling. Side plank as you step right foot on top of the left, lifting through your hips. And then Vasisthasana, right forefingers around the big right toe as we straighten out the right leg. And stay for 3, for 2, and 1. One-legged plank as we swing that leg back and take it slow. Keep it controlled as we take the right foot down, left foot down, and lift through the crown. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for a full breath in and a full breath out. Good, knees to the sides of the mat. Touch your big toes together. Melt all the way down. Move your blocks out of the way and just stay for 3, for 2, and 1. Good, sliding yourself all the way back up, tucking your toes. Bottom comes up, heels come down. We're going to lift the gaze, bend the knees, and bounce yourself back into that squat. Heels in, toes out, fingertips touch. Stay for 3, for 2, and 1. Come down onto your bottom, masking your fall, drawing the knees in. We're going to come down onto our backs with our straps into our happy baby stretch. And quite a strong stretch here with our straps. So you're going to roll yourself down and take the strap around the outside edges of the feet, making sure the buckle is nowhere near your skin, and you can tighten it as much as you need to. So option 1 will be to take the first part of the strap behind the head, so around the middle of the head, just above the ears. Option 2 will be to go a little deeper, taking both parts of the strap around the middle of the head, and then sliding your arms through, and either drawing those elbows down and holding onto your heels, or taking the hands underneath your bottom, and stay. Deep, full breaths for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And then whenever you feel ready, maybe staying a little bit longer in your own space, or coming out very slowly. So removing your hands first, remove it away from your head, and lower yourself all the way down. Your knees can just knock inwards for a moment, just taking the arms out to the sides, palms face up. And just take a lovely, long, deep breath in, and a deep sigh out. Opening the knees, just flopping them over to the left side. And then drawing them back to center, flopping them over to the right side. Okay, bringing them back together, and then sliding the legs to the front corners of the mat. Relaxing the feet to the sides, lengthening through your neck, making sure you're comfortable in your own space. So maybe using a pillow or a blanket. Closing down the eyes and just allowing yourself now to just melt back into the mat. Just gifting yourself stillness, where we start to integrate our whole practice. to just stay in your own space, in your Shavasana, for as long as your time will allow. You just come out whenever you feel ready. And I will close consciously for us here and now. I hope you've enjoyed your practice. Namaste.